Jimenez 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
And here we are. Everyone see us? Can we see us? Can you hear us? How you doing, Terry?
Oh,
He'll catch up with you. He's in
had
America.
all evening.
So here we are. It's Sunday again. No Kev tonight, unfortunately. Kev's under the weather. Terry's
Having dinner.
statues. We've got torrential rain and storms and whatever where Terry is, and he's affecting the internet. So it's not good. Mark has got McDonald's.
Ooh, been to Mackie D's.
I've got alcohol.
I've got a couple of drinks because I do like a drink.
It's a green drink. What's going through your green's green. Anyway, how are we all? Anyway, Patrick, nice to I don't know why Patrick.
I'm very well, thank you.
Patrick, every time he posts something on Drone Seekers, for whatever reason, he thinks you're spam. I don't know why.
No, poor Patrick.
What's this? What's going on here? This is Patrick Morrison. It's not spam, is it? Anyway,
It's spam,
Patrick,
it's
how you
special.
doing? Stevie Knowles, how you doing? That's Drone Show Live. Is
Tony,
Yep. Tony
we got Maria.
and Ball
Brian.
of Drone Seekers, Brian and Beetle Drive Adventures.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I
that.
thought you meant
That's
Beetle
another.
as in the Beetle
Volkswagen.
thinking fingers.
Oh.
No, I keep losing everyone. I really, I
and
keep losing everyone.
Keep losing. We don't lose anyone.
Oh, no.
And John Phil, how you doing? How you doing?
What do we look like, viewers? Are we
Here.
breaking up or is Terry breaking up?
Terry,
That's
you'll
right.
never lose us. We're your friends. You're never going to lose
How
us.
you doing? And Chuck taking the NYC edit break.
He's a busy
Why
boy.
not? Alan, Alan, where are you? Come back, Alan. He is. He's here. Right. Lauren. And. So I have to remember.
We've got
all these people.
Windy.
Oh.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh.
Hi, Sarah.
Oh, well, chat's went
Hello,
from
you are live on Drone Seekers International.
And Captain Joe, here you go. And Winthrop Robert. Where are you, Robert? I'm pressing buttons.
Okay, I'm on a
I
live
don't
show.
drive home tonight after my live stream, so I managed to get in the chat early. Well done, that man.
Bye.
Richard, how you doing, Richard? Still ain't got the helicopter working, still waiting to get batteries for that. Jay Richards, how you doing?
This
Laurie.
is Ben Nevis because our special guests took this photo.
But then Nevis.
Ben Nevis. Looks good, doesn't it?
DWD Drones. And
That's
Maria,
David.
how you doing, Maria? And I think that's it. I think it's covering.
You're right, Maria.
Oh, hang
You're
on.
absolutely
No,
right.
I missed one.
Got John Flynn in. Did you mention him?
Yeah, I mentioned John, yeah. The other one I've missed is, I can't see it. Where are you?
John
I
America.
missed it. Oh, there he is.
Laurie.
Harvey. Just Terry.
Terry.
Just
Yes,
Terry.
Harvey.
Oh, yeah, just Terry, yeah.
Oh, so he's the owner and he's laggy. Right.
Hopefully Terry's
Okay,
going to come
come
back and talk. And how's it working, Terry? Any
I
good?
just keep,
What?
No, then.
no, I just keep losing everyone. I don't know if no.
Yeah, it's what when you say losing everyone, what as in you can't see us or
I don't think you can hear us either.
You get a black screen.
I think it's a delay there somewhere.
Oh, he's getting a black screen. It's your end then, Terry. It's
I can hear you.
Well, Terry's
Yeah.
got torrential. Oh, Caroline. Hey, Caroline. Sweet
Sweet Caroline. Good times never been so.
there we go.
That's it. Let's done that. Right. Oh, hang on. Mickey Moo. How you doing? Terry, have you paid your bill? Well, you're not a duck. Quack, quack. Right, massive delay, Terry. Yes. No. There we go,
Oh,
yeah.
something else, Terry.
Right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to kill that banner because I've
Maybe
read it so
log
many
in from your
times now, I'm getting
hotspot
bored
on your
reading
phone
it.
or something.
There we are. The banners, the
Just
banners.
switch to wireless.
Yeah.
Hopefully Terry will be back with us in a little while.
Yeah,
Anyway,
just use his
right,
phone.
I think it's guest time because we've got so much to get through. If we don't bring the guests on now, we'll be here till next week.
And we've got
Let's welcome this week's Drone Seekers live show special guest.
Hello,
Yay!
Alice, Suzanne, and Lee. How you doing, guys?
We're good. Hello, everybody.
What's
No
the weather like?
no
in
internet
Manchester?
problems there, obviously. Hopefully Terry can join us again, but so these are terrible storms in Scotland, in Spain. I'm just looking at that picture, thinking about Scotland.
Thunder and lightning.
So I have to know, is it raining in Manchester?
Believe it or not, it is.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, how?
I
knew it. I must ask this question: how far is Manchester from Blackpool?
About an hour from Blackpool.
That's why it's raining. Every time I go, I've even said, I know why they call it Blackpool now. Every time I go there, the sky is black, night and day, black.
That's why it's Blackpool.
So there we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's called Blackpool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the pool is the water, and the black is the sky. See,
Well, there you go.
there you go. See,
Simple.
Well, all places get their names from somewhere, don't they? I guess.
Yeah.
So.
well, when I first,
In the United States, we get all the names of our places from the UK.
you do.
Well,
Yeah.
you just couldn't think of anything of yourself.
I bet you though, there is not a place in America called Bury St Edmunds. I mean, I think that's pretty unique. I think.
Oh, you never know. I'll have to check that out. I mean, I live in Meridian.
Yeah, Meridian.
I live in Meridian. Yeah.
That's a good bang.
Yeah. Ron Brown lives in Margate. Ron Brown
Yeah,
lives in
Silly
Margate.
Margate.
We know where Margate is. But you're not. That's not far many miles from where you come from, Jack. Is it Margate? Is it that far?
No, yeah, it's not far away. It's only
No.
the corner, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed. Anyway, right. So, drones. So, you were telling me earlier on that you've been flying drones for about a year.
Yeah, just start. We started last August with a Mini 3 Pro, and just thoroughly loved it.
And now you're addicted.
Definitely.
And
So,
and just remind people, your YouTube channel is called Albion Drones.
Yeah.
And just tell people how many videos on.
oh, she's
I'm
insane.
watching Terry
She
popping
won't
up
sleep,
there.
obviously.
And how many videos you've actually got on your YouTube channel today?
There's only about 150.
In 1 year.
In 1
That's
year.
more than one a day, for God's sake. Was it oh, it wasn't right.
It's when you go to
Every other day, isn't it?
if you go
Yeah.
to somewhere like Scotland, which is a target-rich environment for drone flying, you can fly 8 or 9 locations in a day.
Wow.
So if you then do that, and then when you get home, edit the footage, and it takes you weeks to edit it all, but it then means that you've got lots of videos to put up.
Yeah. I suppose that is true. Most of us will go away, go to a location, one location, you do a video. But I mean, if you go to Scotland, you don't go to one location in Scotland, do you? So that's why that makes a lot of sense. How you doing now, Terry? Are you with us?
I've just changed computers, and I don't know if that's better, but my
Yes,
camera block.
You're not laggy.
Right, I'm just
It's a
going
lot
to
darker.
change the screen
It's
around now.
dark, but
Because if I don't know where to look, that's right. So
Hey, on the point of places to fly, before we get too far off that, what I found is I hear people tell me all the time, oh, Marcus, you've got all these wonderful places to fly there in Idaho. And I do, no question about it. But every time I go someplace else, I always find some cool places to go fly a drone at. The point that I'm trying to make is that aerial perspective is different everywhere, and there's always good places to fly a drone.
how far is the Snake River Canyon from you then, Marcus?
Oh, I could be standing on the rim of the canyon in about, 35, 40 minutes.
It's not
So
too
we-
bad, is it?
I mean, you got. I know. Well, I mean, it's all different as well. So I mean, you've got various places, different angles on that place, haven't you?
I've got mountains that way. I mean, big mountains.
Yeah.
Not the kind of mountains you have in the UK. Big mountains that way.
It really matters. Well, there's one behind Jackie. I mean, that's that.
Yeah.
You have to go. You have to travel
That's
north.
Sue's
Ask
photo.
Suzanne, because Suzanne knows.
Yeah. and I got desert that way, high desert, and where the Snake River Canyon is and all that. So yeah.
Indeed.
Cool.
Right. So video time. So I was saying, Suzanne was saying how many videos she's got, and so I thought I'll just pop on there and find some videos. I was kind of spoiled for choice. I thought, it's like when no one's got a video to show, is one thing. When you've got 150 to choose from, this is very difficult for me. So, I like them all. So, none of what's happening. Right. So this one is called "The Candle of Flame." You'll get the idea.
Wow, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Very
You
good.
wouldn't think, you see a chimney on fire, you wouldn't think to go and drone it, would you? But that's really cool.
It's a local landmark. It's a refinery gas burn off,
Yeah.
and everyone refers to it as the candle, and it only flames at certain times.
Oh wow.
And literally that was the first time I'd taken the Air 3 out for a flight.
Wow.
That's my first flight with an Air 3.
Brilliant.
We were up for 28 minutes, used one battery, and that was what I got from it. It's an amazing drone, dead easy to fly, and the zoom is just wow. The parallax and the quality that you get from it is amazing.
Oh, so that was zoomed in, was it?
Using the second camera, so I only use the digital zoom on the pan up,
Yeah.
where you actually saw the tower, and I went up from the bottom. The rest of it was just using the 3x camera and the 1x camera.
Yeah, the 70mm 3x zoom. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an amazing camera.
So Suzanne, with your obviously you've been flying for a year now.
Yeah.
What got you into drones? Why suddenly after a year you said, I'm going to buy a drone?
reaching a point where we could afford to do so. I've always been a practical photographer, a hobby photographer since the age of 13 when I got my first SLR camera. And I also have an interest in aviation. I had a PPL when I was 17 with a scholarship from the RAF. That didn't. That's what I wanted to do as a career, but it didn't pan out. So ended up doing something else for a living. But when drones came around, then it was like, fancy this. Not in a position to be able to buy one until last year, and then it was like, right, okay, going to treat myself. And that was my birthday and Christmas present. Was the Mini 3. A very early birthday and Christmas present, and the Air 3 is my birthday and Christmas present this year. Again, an early present.
And I understand you got an email earlier today.
Yeah, straight. Quite out of the blue. One of the researchers for Alan Titchmarch's Sunday morning show on ITV, asking if they can show the Dunkeld autumn footage that we took last autumn. Wow, we're going to be on top.
It just makes it all that much more. I mean, it is worth it anyway. I mean, flying drones.
Well, that's fun, isn't it?
And the footage and whatever, it's just amazing because you can create so much from it. Obviously, depending on your editing skills. I mean, your editing skills. I mean, what software do you use for editing, by the way?
DaVinci Resolve.
Right. Okay.
It's full of functions, more functions than I know how to use, and it's a massive learning curve. But it's amazing. It's a really good bit of software.
I say that with Premiere Pro. There's more things on that thing I'll ever use ever. But when you want to do something, it's a quick YouTube trip. I want to do this. This is how you do it. Brilliant.
Yeah,
that's it.
What would you do without YouTube, eh?
I think we had that conversation the other day. What would we do without the internet? Really, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Probably spend a lot less money.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes, that's very true. Yeah. But right, okay. Well, I've got a few videos to get from. I won't do it all. Halfway through the show already. Right, okay. Next one is Humber Bridge. Now, well, Suzanne knows that obviously there were two videos of Humber Bridge, and I got them both, and I thought, what one do I use? And I thought, and I had to sway myself in the finish for this one.
That was amazing.
Beautiful.
That pan was amazing because if I try and do anything like that, I'd drift closer or further away. But that stayed dead on, didn't it?
There's someone mentioned in the chat there, I think Richard said, did you have to get permission to film? Well, technically, no, because I'm guessing that was a Mini 3.
Yeah, a lot of that was the Mini 3. There was a little bit with the Air 3, but I kept that 150 meters away. So I was totally legal in all flying.
Exactly. I've seen my brother here run off for us. I thought, hello, I recognise that, so no, that's my brother. Hey, man. Right, okay. Any questions? Oh, what was this? I'm just reading the questions. I thought I saw one later on, but no. All right. What's it? I'm not sure. Sadly, did not get around to sacrifice the drones in the moment. Right, okay. Any questions in the chat? We've currently got 41 people watching, but 41
They want to know when the tide is high. Is the bridge, the platforms covered?
I put a link to their channel in the chat there. So.
Oh yes, indeed, yeah.
Now the water was actually at its highest point when we were filming, so those platforms that the pillars come out of don't get fully covered.
Oh right, okay. So I'm sure I've never been on Humber Bridge. I don't ever remember it. Did. Oh, Chris wants to know: did you take any photos of the bridge?
No, just the drone footage.
Screenshots and videos work.
That's the thing.
Caroline's singing in the chat. Said the tide is hard on moving. Caroline turned into Blondie all of a sudden. We're going to call you Debbie Tyler from now on. Then. Sorry, Suzanne.
That's okay.
Right, right. Yeah, so there is a link to check out Suzanne Lee's channel.
Yeah, 150 videos.
There's currently 150 videos on there. I said Suzanne's got to come back on the show at least
150 times.
Not if you play more than one each video, but give me another 5 weeks and we're off to Sky and Lewis and Harry's. So I'll probably come back with another 20 or 30 from that.
And this is the problem. Yeah. So I said, if you carry on making, I said, don't make any more videos. So you can come back for certain faults, come back and make some videos, do the videos, and then we'll just never catch up. Oh, Windswept Robert wants to know. Can I ask what mic system Suzanne is using in his live stream, please?
I'm not. It's literally what was fitted to the ProBoot computer that Work supplied me with.
There we go.
Hang on.
Background music.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah, Lee's mum is away on holiday tomorrow, and she's having a bit of a panic at the moment because the bus company have changed the leaving time, and her friend is supposed to be first thing in the morning. So he's having to try and help her sort it out at the moment. Hence, keeps disappearing.
So is she going on a cruise, by any chance, or not?
No. Bus holiday to the Isle of Wight.
Oh, nice.
Lovely.
Now, that is a lovely place, the Isle of Wight. I want to go back there again sometime.
So she's frantically packing.
Yeah, frantically packing.
It's more the fact that her taxi's booked for 6:30 for her and a friend, and the bus is actually leaving at 6:30.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
Bit of a problem.
Yeah.
What have you missed, Steve? You've missed 2 excellent videos. But stay there and we'll show another one. And you'll have to catch up to watch the other 2. Okay, just saying. All right. Or you can go to Suzanne Lee's channel and watch all 150 of them.
I'd be more than happy.
I tried, but I haven't got enough hours in the day. I'm sorry. But I will. Right, okay. There goes Goose.
I can't believe you had to ask, Steve. What are you like? Everyone knows Top Gun.
There goes you. No, I must admit, I am not a Top Gun fan. I'll be honest with you, I'm not. I didn't like the film.
Oh my God. Go stand in the corner.
No. Not for me. No. My other half, Hayley, if you're not watching Hayley, I know she had a real crush on Tom Cruise. Can understand myself there.
Oh, good.
Well, you look a bit like Tom Cruise, Steve.
Oh, didn't I tell you, Marcus? God, for me, will you? Terry, do the accent. Tom Cruise accent.
Yeah, which one's that there?
That's fucking funny, isn't it?
Oh, that's Forrest Gump.
Life is
sorry.
like Chuck. Yeah, I know. Right, okay, video number 3, because we're running out. We're not running out now.
Running out of time.
The fun ship. Well, we've got your jokes in half an hour, hasn't it, Terry? So?
No, I've only got a short one today. I was going to do 2, but got a short one. I'm going to save the other one for next week.
Okay, right. Okay, this is the fun ship. The fun ship. I'll be asking questions after this video.
Yeah, it does look like Titanic, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Same colours.
Stories of the Titanic's in 2 bits and half of that's broken.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, the whole ship's broken, really, but I love that. So, someone sort of spoiled my question, really, is where was that music used before? I listened to that music earlier on Shuffle. I know that'd been music from somewhere. And suddenly thought, oh, yeah, Robinson Crusoe.
Wow.
So, oh, yeah.
Steve,
Brian says, where do you get your music, Suzanne?
Variety of places. There's Pixabay, which is an online site that you can download free music. Chosic's another one that I use a lot. Because I'm married to a Yorkshireman, I'm not allowed to spend money on music. Everything has to come for free.
Well, it's much better if he does come free because let's face it, we all sort of. I signed up to Epic Sounds, and you think I pay a subscription every month, and how much music do I use? What do you use, Terry? By the way, what music? Where do you get music from? Do you normally use Epic Sounds or?
I use a lot from my collection, my music collection, or I go to YouTube.
Of course, YouTube. Yeah, there's a lot of music on YouTube. Oh, yeah. I mean, is there a lot to choose from?
YouTube audio library is really good.
Where Jackson gets yours. I talk too much for music in my drones.
I think you should have some music in your drones, actually, Mark. I've thought of that. You'd have to you imagine it. You wouldn't hear much. It'd be some up. What do you call ducking?
Hey, there's a question in the chat about remote ID, Steve. About the, I think. I'm gonna have to scroll up to find it here. Jay Richards is.
Jay Richards asked a question about the F. No, it wasn't that. Where was it then?
Well, what I was going to say was remote ID became a rule in the U.S. yesterday.
Oh, there we are.
And you know what? I flew my drone yesterday. Remote ID. Hey, so my point of it is, remote ID doesn't really change anything for you as long as you're doing what you should be doing. You just register your drone, and your drone broadcasts remote ID.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Jay's actually from. Jay's from I'm guessing Jay's from UK. So
yeah. Well, I think his point is that those kind of regulations then spread, right, when they start in.
They do, yeah.
It's on the bigger drones at the minute, isn't it?
And the technology is there, so yeah. But I guess what I'm trying to do is reassure people and say it just really isn't. It's just not a big deal.
There's another question there. Do you have the same seagull issue that many of us get when using the Air 3? Or is the Air 3 the seagull magnet or something? Is it? Or?
Not that we noticed. I mean, we flew at dawn at the Humber Bridge, and there was lots and lots of birds around, and they pretty much ignored the Air 3. Can't say the same when we went to Orkney in the summer with the Mini 3. The oyster catchers were really giving us some grief there. I got one video where I think it was about 4 foot away. You can actually see his eye on the video.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Squeaky bum moment.
Yeah, I bet. The trouble is, if you're flying over water as well, I mean, it'd probably damage you anyway, but if it's going in the water, you never get it back either.
Yeah, you can't retrieve it, can you?
So there's another question here for somewhere as well. Some of these I use Epic Sounds. Yep, so do I sometimes. We'll see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Bye, Dave.
Bye-bye. Just bye-bye.
I thought there was a question. There was another question. No? Okay, well, we'll carry on. Anyway.
So with regard to birds, I fly out there at the Snake River Canyon, and it's known for having all the raptors and so forth out there. I agree with you, Suzanne. I have never had one of those big eagles or hawks or falcons give my drone as much of a second look. Now, the little swallows, some of the swallows that nest in the side of the canyon, they'll dive bomb the drone, but they don't get close enough to.
They only fake it, don't they?
Right.
Yeah. I had quite a big hawk go for one of mine. I think it was a Mavic, but he didn't touch it. He just circled, had a look, and then went out and went away from it.
I like the way you did the motion when you said that.
Oh, yeah, the old sheriff's walking there. I'm trying to keep. I've had to bring some bedside lights in to improve my lighting in here.
Caroline says the raptors attack from the sides. I thought raptors were dinosaurs.
They do, don't they ever?
Yeah, and they put their claws in the fists, and boom, that's how they kill their prey. Yeah.
Someone's about swallows and
we had when I was in the front ship, one side of the ship, there were swifts and swallows,
right,
and they did come quite close. The other side, it was totally clear, so we relocated quite quickly.
Yeah.
It's all you can do is just bug out, get out of there, get the drone away from it, and try another location.
Go straight up.
Yeah, Under Sky Drone says, happened to me last week filming in Loch Lomond, 8 swallows circling drones. Now, what bird is it, the bird that can't land on the ground? Is that a swallow or is that a swift? I can't remember. The swift, is it? Yeah. Can't land on the ground. It freaks me out. They've got no legs. They have to balance on things.
Well, they have to land like that, don't they?
Marie said I had a hawk get close and a turkey vulture tried to play chicken.
Perfect.
Turkey played chicken. Interesting.
We got attacked by some griffin vultures. And I said to Linda, I said, just lay down, cut your hand. And she said, but why? I said, well, they'll smell the blood and that'll make a brilliant film. These griffin vultures, their wingspan was about 8 to 9 feet.
Wow.
Scary. So something out of Harry Potter.
Yeah, I got back in the car and shouted at Linda through the window.
Annabelle Vernon wants to know, which is your favourite filming location?
I reckon she's going to say Scotland.
That's what I was going to say. That as well.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean,
it's got to be. Well, you've got more choices in Scotland than you as well.
Yeah,
so,
I couldn't put my finger on one exact location. Everywhere you fly has its own uniqueness, and there is something to capture everywhere.
We was in Lerwick a couple of weeks ago, and absolutely stunning, beautiful place. Loved it.
Where's Lerwick? Is that Iceland?
Sorry,
Where's Lerwick?
that's up in the Shetland Isles.
Oh, cool.
It's on the bucket list, that one, Terry.
Oh, it's lovely. We came back from Iceland via Lerwick. It's lovely.
Another place I definitely want to go to, Iceland.
And Greenland. Oh, they are just, well, Laurie and Chuck, they've just been to Iceland, and we're all of the same opinion. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
Jay's got a good question there.
Yeah, I've just read that.
Yeah. Does anyone colour skins on their drones?
Red and yellow. Spanish colours.
I have on my Mini 2, but not Mini 3. I started doing it, and I thought, I can't be arsed.
I am a huge fan of DJI Grey.
Yes, likewise, Marcus.
But seriously, especially with the Mini, if you put the highlighter on, you can see it a lot better. Seriously, just saying. Because
The best thing I found for seeing the drone at distance, strobes.
Right.
Yes, yeah, you're right there. Yeah, because I think my Mini, my Mavic 2 Pro had a light on the bottom. I used to put that on sometimes. I don't know what I meant for that, but it worked.
Well, I like the bumpers on the Avata.
Yeah, you can see that.
Jackie's, yours are yellow.
Yeah.
I've got orange, and Harvey's got blue, I think, isn't he?
He's painted his. This isn't bumpers. But
He's painted it, but
thing,
I can see them quite well.
Yeah, yellow's good, isn't it?
Yellow is, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's say the orange.
Steve's got red ones, haven't you?
I haven't got any now.
Oh, haven't you?
Right.
What happened to yours?
I'll tell them off.
Did you?
Yeah,
Jackie, some of it, not all of us crash our Avatas. There's no bumpers on my Avata. It stays in the air.
Oh, you're not crashing, you're not playing.
Yeah, there you go. Touche. Right. Before we get into an argument, I'll show another video of it. Right, this one is, well, it's one of my favourites anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, nice.
Love that tune. Love that film.
Yeah.
Beach.
Está bueno.
Thank you.
There's so many people asking questions on it. I'm trying to keep
Yeah.
up with it.
Jay's asking about bringing a drone abroad. Whereabouts are you going, Jay?
If he's coming to the U.S., as Terry and Steve know, it's a piece of cake. It's $5 on the FAA website, and you're good to go.
You see, I know the word Greece, but I know in Rhodes, I took my Mini Pro there, and you're very limited to how far away you can fly your drone. And I mean, it's well within visual line of sight, probably about 50 meters or something. It was something really stupid, I remember.
Well, we got very little problem in Spain.
Here's the thing: when I come to Spain to fly with Terry and Jackie, they're going to take me places that nobody cares.
Well, it's the best places to go, isn't it? That's it.
Well, you're not going to bother anyone,
No.
and no one's
Well,
going to bother you.
No. Yeah.
Jackie, can I just say I loved that video you posted today, the passenger. Amazing.
Cool. Yeah.
I thought you were
Absolutely
driving though, weren't you, Jack?
No.
Were you driving?
Jesus. I had to switch head tracking off because as the car moved around the corner, of course, head tracking moved the drone, didn't it? I was like, ooh!
Yeah.
So I had to counteract that. So then I needed like a 360-degree head.
So you just turned head tracking off then?
Yeah. And then I put it back on when we were on a bit of a straighter bit.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
could get the alongside shots. It was good.
What was you saying, Suzanne, about having you quite like an Avanti? You'd like to have a go with that, or?
Yeah, I've had a couple of goes at a couple of drone meets I've been to, and thought it was amazing. It's definitely on the list, but it's all about the pennies.
Yeah,
I think
well,
it's another birthday.
At the moment, it's probably going to be next summer before I can persuade the other half that I need to invest in yet another drone.
Lee's giving you some look. You
Come
can't
on, Lee. Come on, Lee. Gee,
he was going, no. Have you got? Was your mum, Lee, gone on holiday? She's sorted out now.
Yeah, cheers.
next thing you know, Suzanne, you end up with something like this.
Yep, look at that.
Yeah, I'm saying nothing.
That is quite organised. That is very organised, there, Mum.
I'm saying nothing because whenever I start doing a hobby, I end up with the same. So I've got a garage with a forge in it, and Lee's got a workshop with a woodworking workshop with a lathe in it, and we've got a loft conversion that's got leatherworking in it. So there's lots of toys.
Lots of hobbies.
There you go.
Well, I'm currently working on rebuilding. Well, getting a helicopter to fly at the moment.
Wow.
Oh,
Not real
you must
one.
be reading my mind.
Well, helicopters.
Yep, that's my next venture.
No.
Well, yeah. I took up the challenge. At the moment, the problem I'm having at the moment, believe it or not, is to get batteries for it.
Oh.
See, for a second, I thought you were talking about flying a real helicopter.
No. That's after I've flown the plane. If I make land in it. You see, I use a flight simulator. I can fly it on a simulator, okay, but I'm not sure if it's quite the same in reality.
Well, I'm the same as Suzanne. I've flown solo, so I'm quite happy to do that.
Yeah,
So I'm all right with that.
Oh, Brian wants to know, Suzanne, how many drones do you have at the moment? Well, if you've been here at the beginning, Brian, you'd know the answer to that. But
Just the two, just the Mini 3 Pro, which we've had for 12 months, and the Air 3, which we've had for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Indeed, I mean, you got two quality drones here, so you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I answer Jay Richards? I don't know exactly. Somewhere between probably 25 and 35.
Life goals.
I guess you asked how many drones. Terry.
What? Hang on a minute.
everyone who knows what
Yeah.
I know,
Answering Jay.
an RC chopper has crashed it, and apparently it's perfectly normal to do so. Very expensive. You see, what you do, Jay, is you start off with training feet on there, and it's a lot harder to crash it.
Yeah.
Just saying. You know, little extension arm things on. How good they are, I don't know. I'm sure if it fell out of the sky, it probably wouldn't be a lot good. Little parachute on it. You know, Terry?
Yeah, no, sorry, I was answering Jay.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't find the apostrophe S. So, yeah. Well, it's a Spanish keyboard, and they're all asked about face. He said that.
What? Oh, Marie says.
Joke.
Oh, yeah.
Joke.
Yes, a joke.
How many drones do I own? I've got 1, 2, 3 at the moment.
Oh, so you're just a starter.
He's given a couple away though.
I gave a complete set, about 4 drones and everything, to one of our members who would do far more with it than I did, and he was just over the moon.
And you give one to your grandson, haven't you, as well?
And I gave another one to my grandson, and I gave him the wrong bloody controller. I gave him the RC Pro.
Yeah.
Got £1,000 worth of computer.
Oh my God.
Thinking,
Lucky boy.
Well, I thought that when you'd done that, Terry, I thought,
I know.
Anyway.
I didn't think about it till I got back here, and I thought, oh, you silly thing.
Mhm.
Mind you, he has used it. He's looked after
Yeah,
it.
I just when you did that, I kept thinking to myself, that's a funny thing. I thought, well, Terry's a very generous person. Anyway, it's got to be that time.
It's done.
And now it's time for Terry's Joke of the Week.
It did my grandson the world of good through reasons. Anyway, blonde joke. Real blonde joke. One morning, on his way out to check the cows, the rancher said to Amy, the blonde, the artificial insemination man is coming over to impregnate one of our cows today. And I drove a nail into the 4x2 just above the cow stall in the barn. You show him where the cow is when he gets there, okay? So the rancher leaves for the fields. After a while, the artificial insemination man arrives, knocks on the front door, and Amy takes him down to the barn. They walk along the row of cows, and when she sees the nail, she tells him, that's the one, right there. Terribly impressed by what he seemed to think was just another dumb blonde. The man asked, tell me, little lady, how did you know this is the cow to be bred? Oh, that's simple, she said. By the nail over its stall, Amy explains very confidently. The man asks, what's the nail for? She turns to walk away, and with complete confidence and looking down her nose at the little man says, well, I guess it's to hang your pants on.
Terry's Joke of the Week.
Oh, Terry. What are we going to do with you, Terry?
Just ask for another joke next week.
Marcus.
I don't know how you're going to top that one.
I'll tell you, I'll give you another one now.
Got loads of jokes, isn't it,
I'll
Terry?
give you a quickie. Bloke sitting on the bus, and he's got a pocket full of golf balls. Woman comes down, sits next to him, and looks and says, oh, what's that? And the bloke said, golf balls. And he was sitting there moving them around. And she said, oh, does it hurt? Is it like tennis elbow?
Terry's Joke of the Week.
I need bonus jokes.
And a bonus one there.
That was a bonus one, yeah.
I like that. Right, okay, moving on, because we've got to be here for another half an hour. You've got all these videos to show.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
I can't.
Wow, that was lovely.
That was
All that
excellent.
space.
That looks that I think that I watched that video earlier on today. I thought, how relaxing the music, the whole thing looks so relaxing or something. It's like,
Yeah, it's what I try and make is what I want to see myself. So
yeah, indeed, yeah. I mean,
our tagline is relaxing 4K, and that's what I try and do.
Yeah.
Obviously, as I'll repeat, obviously, after the show, not now, after the show, pop over to Albion Drones, and there's a feast of videos, and obviously the quality, 4K. This is 720 to 4K, it's the same. It's not, 4K is just like infinitely better. Yeah. Well, we've got one time for one more. I think we're going to squeeze one more in. We're on the hour, but what the hell?
One more.
Oh, come on. We make the rules. They're made for breaking, aren't they, Terry?
Yeah, I can have another sweet while it's on.
Okay, so, right, okay.
Candy, Terry, that's candy.
Terry, there's no sweeties in the green room though.
Oh,
No, I got them here. Look. Oh, I got that.
blimey.
Chocolate.
I'm trying to read the tin up. Sideways. Can you hold the tin up the right way?
Oh, sorry.
What did it say? Salt
caramels.
Wow.
Lovely. Mamba.
They're more like it. Fruit Tuesday. I'll have some of them. Okay.
Chocolatey clear.
Chocolatey clear.
very atmospheric.
I absolutely love that probably was my favourite because I just love the way it's all transfused into black and white, and I thought it just again it suits the video, doesn't it? Because it's you know, I don't know, it just does. But Suzanne, what is that music? Because I don't know music, and I try I tried to Shazam it and it come up with nothing.
Okay, if you actually go to the channel to that video, there is actually the name of the piece of music and the link on there as well in the description. Right. I put that on all of my videos. I put a link to where the music came from.
Right. So,
that piece of music is called "Beautiful House," if I remember rightly. Okay. And I just found that, and it just had that melancholy feel that needed to go with the video.
Indeed. Yeah. So if everyone wants to check out, it's Abandoned Colliery, Sandy Whitfield, Stoke-on-Trent.
You know, whenever I see those kind of abandoned factories like that, I think of the hundreds and thousands of people that made their living there for years and years, put kids through school, fed their families, built houses, and then it's just gone. One day it's just gone.
Generation after generation, because obviously you know, the father worked down the pits.
Right.
So the son or whatever down the pits, and that's it. But I mean, the thing is, I mean, everyone sort of said, "Oh, you know, the government done away with it." But the thing is, would it be used now? That's it. It's the end of an era, isn't it, for everything? I mean, even fossil fuel vehicles are on their way out. Without it, without coal.
I like Barry's comment about Amazon. They'll be doing drone deliveries in months. So much for next day delivery.
Yeah, they were on a roll till they started using drones, and then it takes months. Yeah.
Well, Patrick says, I'm not sure whether he actually made it as a joke or not. Really. I'm not sure if he did, I don't know.
It's perfect.
He's probably looking at you now, Steve, thinking, why is he laughing at me?
Patrick, do you know where I live? Good.
Come on, Patrick. Now, next time you're over, we'll go and see him. We'll sort him out.
Indeed. Anyway, well, it's Suzanne Lee. It's been a pleasure. You've got to come back because I've got millions of videos more to show. So, but should we just say every other show or something?
Well, thank you very much for having us. I mean, I don't think what we do is anything special. We just do it.
Well, you've obviously got a natural talent. Yeah. That's what I was saying. I mean, in the filming and editing, and of course the competition, the music competitions, which is very is very important. But anyway, thanks very much, and do come again. And right, so.
Thanks very much for having us.
I've got to show this video now because these two down hit that way. Right, so you're not going to show it, are you? No.